We have a broccoli in our garden. Look, there is nothing you can't grow anywhere. Not in my wildest dreams did I think we will have a broccoli forming a flower in our garden. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If you are seeing my face for the first time or if you're on the channel for the first time, my name is Webadwa. I live in Ghana and I make videos of our backyard garden. In today's video, I am going to take you on a walk through our garden just so you can see what we currently have growing in this space. If you watched the video I uploaded last week, you would know that I was so excited for some of our plants, especially for our cabbages. Unfortunately, something happened. And let me go and show you. I just want to show you guys what happened. I don't even want to describe it. Okay, let me start here. Like I said, if you watched my video last week, you would know how excited I was for some of our plants. Look at this. Look at this. Goats happened. Yes, G-O-A-T-S, goats. The facility we live in is totally fenced. Like the whole place is fenced. So when we started this garden, animals were the least of our worry. We're not worried about them coming in to eat up our plants or just maybe cause chaos in this space. But this year, I don't even know, like we don't even know where and how they get in. I've chewed most of the cabbages. I was so sad when I walked into the garden and saw this. Like this cabbage was blooming so beautiful. Like it was really forming very well. I don't even know what to do. Like, let me take a breath. Because I don't know what to say. This is how bad they chew this particular one. I'll show you. I'm going to insert a video of what this looked like just a week ago. How the audacity with which these animals came in, I don't even know. See, they didn't even chew the ones that were just like at the end of the wire. They went inside and chewed this too. I literally had to cover this up yesterday with this net just to save this one, because I noticed they had chewed around here. All this they chewed up, and I'm sure if they got to the center, that was it. Like I would have really lost it. At least this one even looks decent, so I had to cover this up just to keep them away. If you watched my video last week, you would hear how happy I was and excited about these particular cabbages, how we struggled with them from start, like the pest and everything that we had to deal with, getting compost to feed the plants, keeping the pest away. Like we really did the best we could to keep these plants alive, and the goats did this to them. It's sad, but I'm just glad that not all of them are destroyed. We still have some few ones that we can pick up when they are ready. We just have to keep an eye, like a close eye on our plants, so we don't lose everything. So that's the bad news. Now let's go on to our tour and some good stuff. Let me show you the good stuff. For the past few weeks, I've also been crying and feeling so worried about eggplants. Initially, it was the pest dealing with the young plants, and finally to them developing some flowers and the flowers not getting pollinated and no fruits coming. Look at this. Yeah. So at least I get to be consoled by these plants. Look at them. Look at this. Oh, there's this huge one here I've been dying to show you guys. Yes. This is the biggest so far. This is our first time growing them here, and they started off really slow. And at some point we even lost hope. We didn't think it would happen. But look at this. I think some of the plants needed some amount of sun. For almost a month now, we don't get a lot of rains, but the weather is always cloudy. Very cloudy. The sun hardly comes out, and even when it does, it just comes for some few minutes or seconds, and then it goes away, and then the whole place is really dark. As I'm making this video, the weather is just so down. It's cloudy. It's as if it's going to rain, but then it wouldn't rain and the sun too wouldn't come out. I think this was making a lot of the plants, especially the ones that flower and need some sunlight to bear the fruit, struggle so much. I think I have another eggplant here. There's another eggplant here. There was one here. This is quite small. These are the eggplants we have at the moment. Now let's go on to the bell peppers. As for the bell peppers, I was even shy to show you guys because when we started, they were the ones I had hope for. Look at them. But you know, whether good or bad, we are sticking with them. Look at this one. These plants have been here for over almost 2 months, or even I would say over 2 months. This is what we have so far. These are the small fruits we have so far. But we are still grateful, though. Honestly, we are very, very grateful. Half a loaf is better than none. To wake up to about 3, 4, 5, or 6 bell peppers. They can make stew. I can use them for soup. I can use them for any dish. Can add them to eggs. Any dish that we choose to use them for. There's one here as well. Yep, there's one here. And this tiny one as well. Some other bell peppers here as well. We have some bell peppers here too. There's another one here. Actually 2 and a small one growing at the back here. The other thing I would like to show you guys is our lettuce plants. We've never had a lettuce plant grow this big. I think this is even starting to bolt. Looking at how long it's growing. I think the heat. Lately it's cool, but then there's this heat in the air. I don't even know what weather we are experiencing. The sun doesn't come out, yet you are sweating like you're feeling warm. And I think it's starting to bolt. There's even a grasshopper here. These are the lettuce plants we have. We have some young ones here. I think we transplanted these just, I think 2 weeks ago. Yes, the young ones were transplanted 2 weeks ago. And this is one here. I even harvested one yesterday, which I packaged nicely and sent off to Accra to my sister, because I showed her how our garden was looking and she was like, we should send her some of our vegetables. So we sent some lettuce and some other items off to them yesterday. So these are the lettuce we have. These are very much overdue for harvest. We also have the butterfly blue pea in our garden. My first time encountering this plant was in Accra at a friend's house. So when we came here, we also got one, and it's been growing beautifully. The flowers can be used for tea. We've been using these for tea in the house. They are very high in antioxidants. It's a very simple process. You pluck a couple of the leaves, boil some water, drop the leaves into the hot water, allow it to steep for I think about 10. I usually allow it to steep for like 5 minutes. Then by then all the color, your tea actually looks blue. It steeps, then you take it out. You can take the flowers out of the tea and drink it without any sweetener. But if you have a sweet tooth or you just want it to be a little bit sweet, you can add honey. Some of the times I would add honey, other times I just drink it raw. This plant struggles a bit during Harmattan and during the dry season, especially the Harmattan when the weather is very dry. You have to be consistent with the watering. If you don't water it well, the leaves will start to dry up and you won't even find any flowers here. But during the rainy season, it does really, really, really well. So this has been another good tea option for us in the house. And like I said, it's very rich and high in antioxidants. The next thing that I would like to show you all is our yam plant. You may not believe it, but this yam plant is from a yam tuber in our kitchen. We bought some tubers of yam, and after some few weeks, we noticed some new shoots coming out of it. We've never planted yam before, so we got someone to assist us with that. We cut the head off, got some ivory cup compost. We use this, contains the compost and sand, just regular sand. So we mixed 1 bag of the compost and then the sand together and just planted a tuber in. All we've done since that day is water. That's all we've done, and it's growing beautifully. As to whether it will make roots is something we are hoping for. We're not sure if it will make roots, but God willing, it will. I'll put together another video on how we planted it and everything, like a step by just a very short video, a step-by-step process on how we started growing this yam plant at our backyard. Next is our peppermint. We have this peppermint growing in this bag. This is peppermint. Tea in the mornings, tea in the evenings. It's a good option, especially in the evenings. Anytime I have peppermint tea, it helps relax me and gives me a better sleep at night. We definitely had to have this in our garden. And they smell so good. Peppermint smells. It smells so fresh and so good. So we have peppermint also in the garden. So anytime we don't feel like having the butterfly blue pea tea, we go for the mint tea. So this is mint. We have another one propagated here. We propagated one of the stems there, and we've planted it in this bag. We want to see how that would also turn out. We even want to dedicate like a whole entire bed for mint. My husband loves he loves mint a lot, so that's what we intend to do in the next few days. The next thing I would like to show you guys is our tomato plants. I'm not even going to lie, this year our tomato situation has been bad, like really bad. I can't even describe how bad it's been. Last year we had so much tomatoes, like the entire rainy season I didn't have to buy tomatoes from the market, and even after the rain stopped, I still had lots of tomatoes stocked up in the fridge for months before I even went to the market to buy tomatoes. We're hoping for the same experience this season, but things didn't go well. The white flies, I don't know, we feel it's the white flies, but it could be something else. Our plants have struggled, like they've struggled to the point where even us, we started to give up on the plants. So we've just left them to survive on their own because we don't know what else to do. We do add compost and manure to the plants, but we feel like that's the best we can do. We spray them with our pest control solution and all that. Some of them have started bearing fruits, some are even ripe. The tiny cherry ones are ready, so we've been harvesting those ones and using them for salad. Sometimes I even use them for stews and soups. But the other ones, those big ones, normal sized tomatoes, are the ones I'm not even sure if we'll make anything out of them this season. This is what we have so far. These are the only two. There's another plant here and another one over there, and yeah, these are the ones I know of that are likely to make normal sized tomatoes. This doesn't even have one flower at the moment, not even one flower. This doesn't have any flowers at all. This other tomato plant is making similar tomatoes just like the cherry ones I showed in my previous video, but these are a little bigger. Look, these are a little bigger. I don't know if they were actually supposed to grow this big and they didn't, and they are that small, but these are way bigger. I'm really excited to see how these ones would turn out when they are ripe. There's another bunch here and so many of them around, so we have something going on here. Okay, just spotted some other fruits here as well. I have some tomatoes here too. Yeah, although our peppers are not looking good right now, it hasn't deterred us from planting new ones. We have some new young green pepper, red pepper, I think it's red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and green bell pepper. Yes, we have all the three kinds growing at the moment. They are quite young and they already seem to start having their own issues. Please, if you are watching and you know what is wrong with our peppers, please help us out. Some look really good. These leaves look quite healthy, I would say, but these, on the other hand, already the trouble has started. We have a few more on this bed as well. We have some peppers here too, and we have a cabbage plant, which, as you can see, hey, let me see what's going on here. Like my son will say, what's going on here? Huh? What's going on here? I thought there was a worm here, but it's not a worm. We also have some turmeric growing in the garden. These are turmeric plants that we nursed. So we bought some turmeric from the market, and after some time they were shooting. We saw these new shoots coming out, so we nursed them and transplanted them to this. So these are all produce from the kitchen. We didn't buy any turmeric seedlings. These are produce from our own kitchen that we have growing in the backyard garden. Another thing I would show you guys in the garden is cocoyam. If you've been watching my videos, you will know that cocoyam has always been part of us since we started, because they are easy to grow. Cocoyam is very common in Ghana. We grow them in our farms, in our backyards, and it's just like spinach. Just like you would use spinach for stew, you can use contomere for stew, and it's a delicious combination with yam. I like my contomere with yam. So these are contomere. We have them on almost every bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, and there's one inside, so 8. This was the very first cocoyam plant when we started gardening, and then subsequently we added a few more, and those are the ones I just showed you. Now let's go inside here and let me show you what's in this space. Just at the entrance we have some coriander or cilantro growing. Initially we nursed the seeds and we only got one out of the entire seedling bed. This is the plant. So when I noticed that it was doing very well in this particular container, I felt like, okay, maybe the soil is rich for cilantro. So we just spread a few more seeds in there, and these also germinated. That's the reason why this plant looks more mature than the other ones. It's because we had this already transplanted here before we threw in more seeds to get these other young plants. So we have a bucket of cilantro right at the entrance. Now to where it all began. This was our very, very first garden. This is where it all started. We started our plant growing journey here before we extended it to that place over there. So this was where it all began, and this was where I made my very first garden video. I stood right here and made that video. So this place has always had a special place in my heart. In here we are growing spinach. We had some cabbages in here too, but they are not doing so well at all. I don't know whether they are not getting enough sunlight. These ones were doing well until they got attacked by some worms, and when the center got deformed, the whole thing just started growing in a very distorted manner. If you look at this cabbage, you realize it's not, we don't even know where the main head is. It's like you have different ones growing from each side of the plant, from every side of the plant. The same thing is going on with this other plant. They were actually all doing well until they got deformed by some worms. We also have broccoli. We have a broccoli plant growing here. For broccolis, even last year when we planted them, the flower never formed. We never had a flower form. It was just the leaves. So we're growing them for the leaves, and we are doing the same thing this year because I don't even have hope that the flower will form. Yeah, same thing, all leaves growing here. So for broccoli, I'm not sure we'll make any. Oh, look at the butterfly. Look at the butterfly. Oh, nature is beautiful. Then we have celery. We have celery growing here. Oh, and a lettuce too. This lettuce survived. Wow. We have this lettuce plant here too. We have celery. I'll harvest these and make juice with them. And this as well. This is also another celery plant. Then we have some cauliflower plants. We have this one which is very full and mature, ready for harvest. This particular one, I think I will pick it up today because I won't take chances with the way the goats are coming in here. If you risk it, if something is ready in this garden, you better pick it because the next minute you won't find it. So we have this cauliflower, and then this other one which is still forming. Look at it, still, it's now forming at the center. So this is another cauliflower forming, starting to form the flower. So then we have some lacinato kale here. I wanted one just close by to the kitchen, so that whenever I need some quickly, I can just pull out some leaves without having to go all the way to the other side. And then we have the curly kale, which if you watched my harvest video last week, I picked up some leaves. And look at these again. Look at these. They've grown more. Oh my goodness! What? Good afternoon, Blessed. How are you? Broccoli! A broccoli is forming here. Oh! This is pure joy. Like, this is a child's joy. What? Just now I was saying that we've been growing broccoli just for the leaves. Oh, so at least there's one good thing that has come from this weather. I believe we are having the broccoli forming the flower this season because of how the weather has been. Like I said earlier, just a few minutes ago, I was saying that the weather has been very, very cool. It wouldn't rain, but it's so cool. So to see a broccoli finally growing in our kitchen, I'm so excited. I don't even know how to express myself. I'm so excited. What? We have broccoli. Yes, Gabriel. I'm here. I'm in the garden. Come. I'm outside in the garden. I can't even contain my joy of seeing a broccoli here. Let me see if this one too is forming. Okay, for this one I don't see anything. I don't see anything on this plant yet. This plant. I don't see anything forming here yet. But after seeing this one, there is hope. Even if it doesn't grow into a very big flower and it's even this size, I'll be grateful. What? Broccoli. We have a broccoli in our garden. Look, there is nothing you can't grow anywhere. If you have the right conditions, the right soil, the right weather, the plants that need shade, you provide shade for them. So if you live in a very sunny area, you put up a shelter for them. If the plants need a bit of sunlight, that I don't know. I don't know how you provide natural sunlight for them. That one I don't know, honestly. But I think that most plants grown under the right conditions, they will do well. Even if they won't do well, you'll get something out of it. Not in my wildest dreams did I think we will have a broccoli forming a flower in our garden. Because broccolis, they grow under cooler temperatures, like places where the weather is cool. So last year we didn't, like I said, last year we were just growing them for the leaves. We didn't even grow them. In fact, we didn't even grow them with the mindset that we're going to get flowers out of them. So to see broccoli, let me leave this place. So if not, I would like to sleep in this garden today. I am beyond excited. Like, words can't even express my joy. I'm going to keep an eye on this plant. Like, I'm going to keep a close eye on it to see how things turn out. We also have some pepper growing here. Yes, some green habanero. We have green habanero. This pepper, I don't know whether it's a bell pepper or what pepper it is. It has to grow a little bit more for me to know what kind of pepper it is. It's as if these leaves look different from the other peppers we have in the outer garden. I don't know, maybe it's my eyes, but this is how they are growing. I don't know if they are bell peppers. Well, until they grow a little bigger, I will not be able to know. So these are also bell peppers, or peppers that we have growing in the garden just by our kitchen. This, and then there's another habanero pepper here. We also have basil. These are all self-grown. That's what I would say. They just grew up on their own. So we have these just right behind our backyard, and we also have some other non-edible plants. We have a money plant. I don't know what this plant is called. I have no idea. This one also did make some flowers, but then the flower eventually died. And some other ornamental plants or non-edible plants. We have just a couple of them right here growing together with the basil. And the watermelon plants, we've just left it to see how things will turn out. Like I said, the weather has not been favorable for most of these plants, but at some point we just leave some of them to see how things will turn out, because I've come to realize that most of the plants that you always think will not end up doing good, they're the ones that will just blow your mind. Nowadays we don't dig out our plants anyhow. Like when something is not doing well, we just dig it up and throw it away, unless it's just gotten to that point where we feel, okay, let's let the old go so that we can put something new there. That's when we get rid of certain plants. We've come to the end of our tour, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do hit the subscribe button so you can get a notification when next I upload a video. I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye bye. Bye.